Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Yay! Yay! Good morning, Wild Pack. How are you? It is almost Turkey Day, which makes it almost Christmas in my book. So, good morning, everyone. Oh gosh, I look at the chat, and Don and Yoda have already spoken. At 10 o'clock. It's still too early in the morning for Yoda. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, yeah, y'all crack me up. Yes, you do. Okay, so hey, thank you guys for being so willing to shift days. Um, I really appreciate it, and switch times too. I really appreciate that. Oh, my headband is who wrote that they love my headband? It is $1.99, $1.97, I think, or $2.97, courtesy of Walmart, Walamata. But I also have this because what's Christmas without a cat riding a unicorn? Also Walamata, $5 2 years ago. So, oh, some new names here. Good morning to everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And to all of my longtime subscribers and friends and family, which, you know what, y'all aren't even subscribers and friends. Y'all are just family at this point. I just thank you so much. And oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the compliments about my voce. Appreciate it. I just thank you so much for being willing to do that. Holy guacamole. Wow, this actually may be a better time. Wow, I see a lot of new names, so welcome. And I know unicorns raving everywhere, right? I can't get away from them again. Like a few years ago, I couldn't get away from them. Not that you really want to get away from a unicorn, but at some point you're like, a unicorn, really? I'm not rainbow bright. But you know what? I'll take a unicorn any day. So for those of you just joining, my name is Bernadette. I am the creator and whatever I am of this is how terrible I am at marketing. The Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, and that is what I read from when I am working with tarot. And so if you're new and you like the readings and all of the other content here, it would be so fabulous if you would subscribe and press the like button. That way the gods at Google, which owns YouTube, will think that, you know, that we're doing something cool over here, which of course we are. And it would be super helpful. I am going to jump right. Decapods, cephalopods, and crustaceans are considered sentient now. That's like from a couple of years ago, isn't it? Only because I about fell out of my chair when I read it. I could have it incorrectly though. But there was a whole big thing about humanely doing more humane things with lobsters and crabs and that kind of thing, and I was really glad to see it. So in any event, oh, thank you, George. Good morning. Good. Wow. Again, lots of new names. That's awesome. So, all right. So let me tell you guys how this is going to work today. My readings are free, and so while I love it if you donate to the channel, I love it because I donate 50% of anything I make on the channel to all the animal causes that I support, which are specifically animal causes that fight against cruelty. Well, not really fight against it. We're all fighting to end cruelty to animals, and that's my specific lane of animal philanthropy that I do. So again, I just want to say that while I want to get to everybody, believe me, I want to get to everybody. I may or may not be able to get to you when I'm in the stream of a reading, whether it's from a card or I'm getting something psychic or with mediumship. I don't stop the stream. I give the person all the messages that they're supposed to have at that moment. So all that said, officially in the UK now, it's, oh, that's cool, Kira. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad to hear it. Oh, it was in the news. All right, I'll have to look. I stay away from the news for all of the obvious reasons. Oh, they're protected now? Oh, thank goodness. Totally thank goodness. Okay, so many thanks to my dear friend and amazing moderator, Teapot. Amy is with us, but She's with us at my house, in my office, instead of actually on the live this morning. So, hey, good morning, Linda Friedman. Love you too, honey. Girl, when are we going to get together and have lunch? So she's just up the road. Good morning, everyone. So I am, here are some rules for you first timers. Please don't ask me a question 45 times. I will get to you if I'm drawn to you. I promise I will. Some people will get a reading and some people won't. Please don't ask me yes or no questions. I will not answer them. The reason that I'm cantankerous about that is by helping you ask very specific questions, I can give you very specific answers, and you can get down to the nitty-gritty of what you really, really want to know. And that's often very hard for people to ask, because oftentimes they're not for really sure what they really, really want. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I don't know how to ask the question. That's a lot of times what it boils down to. And I don't do dates. Listen, in my personal opinion, I think astrologers should be the only ones that do dates, because they're just about, if it's a good astrologer, they're just about never wrong. A psychic or a medium, I don't care how tapped in you are, you ain't going to be right 100% of the time. And I strive to be right 100% of the time. Not that I strive to be right, but I didn't mean that. What I strive is to be an open vessel so that I hear all the messages appropriately and they get to you all appropriately. So there we go. Okay. So I don't really have a plan for what kind of questions to ask, for you guys to ask this morning or do. So really it's like, okay, Anat Preet. I see you. That's like the 4th time you've asked. So please follow my rules and we'll get along. Okay. So all of that being said, I don't really have any agenda this morning. The spirit animals don't really have any agenda except for to keep things merry and bright. So honest to goodness, let me just say, this started yesterday. It is open mic night, right? So it's I don't know why this came to me yesterday, because I know people are going through some stuff right now, seriously going through some stuff. But it was told to me yesterday that almost nothing you all could ask would be, it will all have a happy ending. Honest to goodness, it's like whatever you are fretting about or stuck in or fearful of or angry about, it's like it's going to dissipate today for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's the Tuesday energy, you know, that's the rev up day. That's the sacral chakra day. And, you know, that's all about vitality and life. And so maybe that's it. So, Teapot, if you would please just keep all the new folks informed about how things work around here. That, because again, I'm not trying to be cantankerous. I'm really trying to mitigate disappointment. That's really what I do when I do this. I don't like disappointing people. Can't go figure. As crusty as I am, I don't like disappointing people. All right, so let me take a sip of water. No tea, no coffee. Yeah, I had to give that up. Essentially, I have to figure out how to love water more than anything else in life. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anant Preet. I really appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. As long as you're not asking a yes or no question, honest to goodness, whatever question you have, I am yours. You have my undivided attention for the next 2 hours, and that is what we will do. Hey, Saskia, House of Magic. We love that. So, who wants to ask a question? Thanks, Mama Bear. That's actually what I wanted to know. That everything... Shelly St. Aubin. You know, that... And see, isn't that crazy how spirit works? Shelly's like, thanks, Mama Bear. That's actually all I wanted to know, that everything will work out. Yes, truly it will. Honest to goodness. Now, having said that, let me say this. Oh, Sheila Ashford. Okay, what animal can help me and my family get past the holidays, keeping boundaries, shields in place? Oh, wait, that's 2 different questions. Okay, wait, hold on. What animal cat past the holidays? It's our first year without Dad. Oof. Okay. Okay. So, Sheila, Scout's Honor, this is not advice. Bernadette does not give advice. I don't give advice because my personal advice would always be wrong. It would always be wrong, because my personal advice will always be, are you dead? No. Then pick yourself up by your bootstraps and let's get moving. See, that's what my mom used to say to me. It's just ingrained in me. And so I feel you though, because my first Christmas without my mom, it was like uh, I dropped the F bomb about 4 million times. And a Christmas light, nope. A Christmas song, oh, heck to the gnaw. So I get you. However, the word I just heard, Sheila, I'm gonna pull a card for you so you can get an animal. But psychically, what I'm picking up is that it's about perspective. And so while you all are missing him very much, what if you all changed perspective on this, where the holidays are not painful, but they're an homage to him, where you made, oh my god, I'm getting all teared up, maybe where like you dedicate this Christmas to him, right? Where ooh, Sheila, I am feeling you, sister. I holy cow, I am, woo, I got goosebumps, I'm starting to shake. Sheila, are you experiencing anxiety lately? I mean, that sounds like a duh question. I mean, I've got to believe that whatever's gone on, where your first year without dad, it's painful, but that does not equate to anxiety. But all of a sudden, I'm like on the verge of tears and I'm shaking. So the first thing I would say is that, holy cow, y'all, I am trying to keep up with, oh goodness gracious me. Um, I It's a step family too. Okay. So here's what I'm getting. It's about perspective. And so, yeah, it could be a mournful holiday that you just want to get past and just get it over with. Or you could take it as an opportunity. Uh, oh my gosh. Here's why. I'm like, why are you giving, I'm talking to my animals. I'm like, why are you giving me this message? Listen to this, Sheila. I don't know why, maybe you haven't considered this, but here's the thing. When those we love cross over, that's fur babies, two-legged peoples, whatever, right? For me this week, and I'm not making light of anything, but I'm probably going to have to put my favorite pair of house slippers to rest and put them on the other side, which is not being flip. Those slippers are really significant to me for a number of reasons. I mean, truly life and death significant. Okay. But what I'm hearing is maybe it'll be helpful to you all if you know that when they cross over, it's not like they're gone. They can feel your love and they can see you and they can get your prayers and they can receive and be participatory in anything that you think, say, and do, right? So instead of mourning him, might it be more helpful and healing to the family and to him as well if you all celebrated him and you did like a remembrance thing, or even buy gifts for him? That there are so many ways to do that. So that's the thing I'm getting for you to begin with. And then, Sheila, I'm going to pull a card with the specific intention. I'm going to ask what you yeah, flip the script. Exactly, Linda. Exactly. And so, okay. And so, I, if I may, I'm going to take a little bit of latitude. I don't know that you want to just get past the holidays. And weren't we just talking about unicorns a minute ago? You saw me. You saw me shuffle these cards, and this one stuck up. I couldn't see it, and there it is. And the one behind it is a mouse. Oh my gosh. Okay, so two of the most sweet creatures ever. I know people are like, a rat, a mouse, but I'm telling you now, oh, well, yes, we all know that unicorn's a magical thing to get, right? Okay, but I will tell you that mouse, which is the three of, oh my gosh, I had to look at the card. It didn't hit me immediately. Sheila, The mouse is the Three of Pentacles in my deck. And the Three of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot is all about celebration. It's the three women that are standing together in celebration. There's your sign, honey. You guys just celebrate him this year and make it all magical with unicorns and stuff. Man, I hope that's super, super helpful. Tequila shots. Yes, that makes every function magical. Okay, I am going to I'm going to scroll back up there. You want that shirt? Shelly St. Aubin, I got it at Walmart 2 years ago for $5. I don't know. Believe me, I've looked at it all over the place. Okay. So, oh, thank you, J4 Anna 90. That is very kind of you. I actually was in the entertainment business for many, many years. I did some professional singing, but my love was stand-up comedy. So I did a lot of stand-up for a number of years. And then I managed child and young adult actors in Hollywood for 20-something years. Believe me, everything you see about stage parents is true, and then some. Woohoo! And then I had to come home and live a real life. So in any event, there we have it. So I am trying to... Woo! Dawn and Yoda. Okay, I've gone way too far up. Okay, unicorns. See, unicorns everywhere. Okay. Earrings are Kohl's? No. J.C. Penney. Last year they had this crazy sale. No, not true. It was Kohl's. They had this crazy sale on all their Christmas jewelry. It was crazy. And I'm a member of their club, blah, blah, blah. And I stocked up, man. I got like $200 worth of jewelry for $30 or something. I'm a bargain shopper. Okay, so I'm getting to the... Yeah, Gail, that's... Yeah, yes. I had a lot of people write me over the time I've been doing lives from the West Coast. And they're like, please, Bernadette. And I'm like, okay. All right, so... All right, goodness. Okay, so, Richa Sinha. Sorry, I meant to, yes, that's what I meant, Lily. As a matter of fact, it is. Thank you for getting that. So, here, I want to answer your question. I do. And I think it is very beautiful of you to ask about your brother. Problem for Bernadette is, in terms of my ethics that I set for myself as a reader, I don't tap in on someone's energy unless they've asked me to or given me permission. Because to me, it's like walking up to their house and spying in their window without them looking. Many other psychics don't feel the same way, and they'll tell you anything you want to know. I'm not that person. I'm not. And so there you go. Okay, so let me just also announce, if you're new to my channel, welcome. The way I do things here is I go to who I am drawn to, and that's how it works, because that's how spirit works through me. Not everyone will get a reading. I wish I could get to everyone, but I don't. Even if you subscribe, even if you do a donation, that is not a guarantee of a reading. And a lot of you will say, I subscribed, I shared, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate that. And I hope that you'll stay with the channel for what the channel offers, not just a one free reading, especially those of you that are new. You don't know me. You don't know if I'm accurate or not. You don't know if I'm the real deal or not. Before you believe something somebody says, maybe you stick around a little bit and see if they're legitimate. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Ooh, Istanbul, big hugs. Oh my gosh, your food in Istanbul. Oh gosh, the best. Baba Ganoush, my fave. All right. Oh, Tiffany, what spirit animal can help me realizing my true soul purpose? That's interesting. Okay, Tiffany. Oh my gosh. I lied. Hold on. I don't know what I was thinking. The three... This is crazy. The Three of Pentacles is a celebration card, but not like you imagine. I just went to pick up the deck, and the penguin card in here, which is the Three of Cups, that's the three ladies dancing around with their cups in the air. So either way you cut it, Sheila, this should be a celebration for Dad. That's it, period of the story. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the spirit animal that's going to help you with knowing your soul's true purpose. This card is really calling me, but I want to show you guys something in just a second. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, the camel. Now, it is very interesting that this card came out for you because psychically what I was... Hey, is this bothering you guys? This jingle, jangle, jingle in the microphone? It's not bothering me, but if it's bothering you, just let me know. Okay, so here's the story. As I was pulling a card, what I heard was... what you currently believe your soul's purpose is doesn't seem real to you. It doesn't seem like you could really do that, or that people really do that. It's like, the best analogy I can make is when I was in the entertainment business and parents would say to me, actors don't really make money, do they? I would look at them and I would go, really? I mean, aren't you watching cable? Don't you go to the movies? Don't you subscribe? You know, well, yeah. I'm like, well, they do make money. So that, yes, they do. It's kind of something like that. It's like you think whatever it's like whatever you think is your sole purpose, you don't think it's a real thing, but it is a real thing. But here's the thing. Okay. So, camel is the Page of Pentacles. Let me just say, camels are all about teaching us how to prepare for a rainy day. And interestingly, many people, and I did until a few years ago, me, the animal lady, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how I didn't know this before. Somehow in my little pumpkin head, I thought that camels stored water in that big old hump. They don't. They store fat. Because they can go forever without water, but they can't go forever without food, which is, they recycle the fat doing that way when they're on long journeys through the desert. Okay, so there's something about, there's something about what your soul's purpose is. It's not like it's going to be difficult for you to achieve, but to get there, you're going to have to be willing to stay in it for the long haul. Because the success won't come immediately, but it will come over time if you stick with it, stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. The other thing that I'm getting for you, Tiffany, really quickly, man, I hope you're still here. For some reason, it feels like you always want to partner with somebody, like you're just not really sure that you could do something or create something or build something or whatever on your own. That's not so. It would not be a good thing for you to partner with anybody because you're going to give up your power. You're going to let them take the lead. Let me tell you how I know that. So when I'm asking Camel to talk to me to give me more information on this, right? Because I'm going to guess what you want me to say is like, I see you being a painter, or I see you being, you know, a skyscraper engineer or something like that, right? That might get shown to me. It's not being shown to me now, but what is being shown to me is a camel being led by, you know, people that live in the desert, Bedouins or something. And that camel represents you. And so whatever this is that your soul's purpose is, you don't need a partner. You can do it on your own. You should do it on your own. It will go better for you if you do it on your own. And you really do not want to, you really don't want to give up control like that, because once you've given it up, you're going to get a little bit into it and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what have I done? So don't do that. In terms of what to do, I know this sounds like a cop out. I promise it's not, but I'm literally being told to tell you, whatever this is that you've always thought about doing. Like it may not even be a dream or anything yet, but it's always like it keeps coming up, it keeps coming up, it keeps coming up, it keeps coming up, it keeps coming up. Okay. Um, it that's it. That's it. So think about whatever that thing is that keeps coming up that you haven't even dreamt about yet. You haven't even allowed yourself to dream yet about it, and that's going to be it. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Okay. All right, moving on. Da, da, da. Sheila. Lizards. Oh, Saskia, House of Magic. Well, let me just tell you, that's interesting that you're seeing a lot of lizards, and I will tell you why. The sheer volume of people that I've talked to lately that are seeing lizards and dragons everywhere is no joke. Lizards are just baby dragons, if you ask me. I mean, they're all about ancient knowledge. They're all about primordial wisdom. They survived and thrived in the time before time, right? Also, I feel like they're really misunderstood. They don't appear, reptiles and, that kind of thing. They don't really appear to have such a wide range of emotion, if any at all. But I will tell you something. The animal kingdom set me straight about that. I was in England a few years back, and we stayed at a bed and breakfast, and these two old boys had adopted a 150-year-old tortoise. 150 years old this thing is. So they took us through the whole how they take care of it, what they do during the winter for it, this, that, and the other thing. And that tortoise popped his head up and ran, and I mean ran towards us and ran to the door of this house and started scratching. I looked at that tortoise, I looked at those guys, and I said, you do know he wants in, right? He does not want to be alone. Tell me you know that. Well, they kind of sort of believe in the woo-woo, but they kind of sort of like, it's always amazing to me how many people will believe in Reiki or will believe in, theta healing or psychic things or mediumship, but don't believe that animals can communicate or that it 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 flabbergasts me every time. Gobsmacks me every time. But I'm telling you now, that tortoise wanted in. And then when we heard the rest of the story about how once upon a time he had been let in, and he was like a dog, but they couldn't keep him from, I guess tortoise pee is really disgusting. They couldn't keep him from, they tossed him outside. Not tossed him, listen, these guys did everything that they knew to do for this tortoise, but I'm telling you now, I left there with a broken heart. Where I'm going with all of this for you, House of Magic, is this. I feel like in some ways you're misunderstood, and so what? Now, intuitively, psychically, I know that you are already a so what person, but for some reason you're being asked to go deeper into your work, whatever that work is. Now, okay, your your name is House of Magic, Magick, right? And so I get it. I guess I get what you do. I mean, that's pretty clear, but there's something that you're doing work-wise that's really, I don't know if it's readings, I don't know if it's spell work, I don't know if it's, I don't even know what it is, but you're being asked to go deeper and work with every kind of lizard all the way up to dragons, if that makes sense. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. All right, moving on. Gypsy Nana. What animal would help keeping boundaries and shields in place? Well, that's going to depend on what kind of boundaries you're trying to set. See, there are different kinds of boundaries. Okay, I'm going to pull a card on this one. Okay. That's really interesting to me. Okay, so Gypsy Nana, here we've got meerkat inverted. And, wait, hold on, there's three. Praying mantis, meerkat, and minotaur. Now, based on what you asked, that's really interesting. Let me talk about minotaur first. So, dang it. Okay, minotaur. So, this poor old fella was tossed into a maze and treated cruelly through his whole life and died a very untimely, very horrific death. So, being in a maze, that's a boundary. So, what you want to be careful of is what you want to be careful of is setting so many boundaries that you can't find your way out. Now, he didn't have a choice, but you have a choice, right? It's okay to wall yourself off in a maze. That's fine. You know, set it up so that people have to kind of find their way to your heart or find their way to you or whatever, analogy you want to give that. But don't tuck yourself too far back up inside those boundaries that you can't find your own way out. That will go badly for you. All right. Then we've got praying mantis and meerkat. Now, when I see meerkat upside down, I always know that something is amiss in the family unit. Whatever kind of family you're speaking of, right? Okay. I I would tell you that your first boundary settings should be with family. I don't know what's going on there, but it should be with family, and then you can broaden out from there. The other thing is, what is this thing? What is this thing that you're waiting on, Gypsy Nana? Because I feel like there's something that you want to happen right now, but Praying Mantis is saying just give it a minute, and you'll be able to leap when the time is right. There's something about leaping when the time is right, but there's something that you are anticipating, greatly anticipating, or getting geared up for. So, okay, I hope that is helpful. Yes, I do. Okay. For those of you just joining, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Some things on my channel, I do not answer yes or no questions. They are not helpful to you at all. I promise they're not. And I don't answer questions about other people. I will only answer questions about you. And hey, Keith, good morning. Hey, my web. Ooh, Sheila. Oh man. And asking 42 times will ensure that I don't pay any kind of attention to you. I take the messages as I feel like I'm supposed to go to them. I place my trust in spirit totally. It doesn't have to do with me. It has to do with who the animal allies and the angels and the spirit guides and all that is, and whoever it is I talk to on the other side, who they tell me to go to. So today you may get a reading, you may not. In my heart, I want to get to everyone. Truly, I do. But it's not possible. So, unless I was on here all day. And that's not happening. So, okay. I would like to stay on here all day. I honestly would. I love readings more than I do anything else. Hey, Irene Neo. Hey, EGB 91. Oh, blessings to you, EGB 91. I think that's it. My eyes are... Okay, all right, moving on. So, good morning, Keith. Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. Long-standing error made by second largest government entity. Should I be worried? They'll not play fair. Any spirit guide appreciated. Okay. Don, that's a very interesting question. I have no idea. Okay, so super weird. I'm stepping into your energy, Don. The first thing I get is the taste of pizza. Are you having pizza today or something? Or just had pizza like last night? Or I've got this crazy taste of pizza. But pizza has to do with a location, about something you're doing, whatever this campaign is to correct long-standing error made by second largest. I don't even know what the second largest government entity is. Okay, let me see who's going to work with you on this. You know that's a yes or no question. I'm answering it anyway, though, because I know you, and I know what you're really asking. Okay, just want you to know, I haven't seen this card. I just felt it sticking out of the deck. uh, you got the whole cosmos on your side, boss. Let me just tell you, Don, that's a no-joke card to get, especially when you're talking about what you're talking about, a government entity, stars, as in dun 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 dun, yeah, da, 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 stars and stripes forever. Okay, so this is cosmic energy, right? Because the story is, as the story goes, starfish exist because real stars fell from the sky purposefully to implant themselves in our waterways, in our oceans, in our in our seas, to be of a help to mankind, to be stars here on Earth, bring that star energy to Earth. So I don't think it's going to be a matter of them not playing fair. Something tells me there's so much, again, truly so much cosmic energy behind this. It's almost like it's just going to be a cut and dried thing. So I don't think it's going to be a deal. Meaning, I think you'll when I'm called to bob my head like that, half and half, half and half, half and half. I think you're going to get at least half of what you want. Probably not the whole Megillah, whatever you're pertaining to. So there you go. I hope that's helpful. Oh my God. And they're red stars in a blue ocean, might I add. So I'm guessing you're talking about the American government. Unless you're talking about the Italian government. I don't know which government you're talking about, but there you go. Okay. Okay, Selin, I recognize you from before. Welcome back. I do not answer questions about other people's feelings. To me, it's like spying on them. A jillion other psychic medium tarot readers do it. I don't. It goes against my personal ethics. Okay. Okay. Hendrik, my boyfriend is communicating with a third party. Okay. I'm not going to answer that because it's like spying on them. But here's what I could, just from a practical standpoint, just being my age and, what I've seen through the years with people. If you feel that there's something there, chances are very good it is. Unless you're just a person that can't trust people and only you're going to know that. So there you go. I'm not saying there is. Don't go off of this reading going, oh my God, the psychic said there is. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we have spidey senses for a reason. And there you have it. Okay. Okay. Muhammad, can I tell you about your career in the future? Okay. I want to answer that question. Truly, I do. Believe me, I do. For many, 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 many reasons. The first of which is, I know exactly how important jobs are to your culture. Believe me, I do. But I can't answer your question without you being specific about it. So if you're still here, Muhammad, and you can say, what about your career? Are you going to be successful? Is it going to be in the... I don't know why I heard aerospace for you. That seems kind of interesting, but I heard aeronautics, aerospace for you. I don't know what that means, but there we go. So if you ask me something a little more specific, I'll be happy to answer. Okay. La 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 la. Going to the dentist as you were led. Okay, Danica. I don't know if you're still here, Danica. Ah! Okay, sorry y'all. That's funny. Okay, so Dawn, the pizza thing may not have been for you. I'm looking on my on my Twitch chat. And by the way, you guys that are on here from Twitch, you can't see the other people that are in the chat that are from my YouTube and my Facebook, but they're there. There's a lot of them. But we can see your pictures. I just saw you said, LOL, I ate pizza last night, and I just had said hello. Well, okay. So sorry, Dawn. The pizza may have been for you. It may not have been, but it may have absolutely been for Irene Neo 29. So, all right, going to the dentist shortly. Danica, I'm going to answer your question. I hope you're still here. If you're not, okay. So the other thing that I will tell you guys is, even if your question doesn't get specifically answered, take what resonates, right? Because the way spirit works, I've found over the years of doing this, is that the words will come out exactly as they're meant, not only for that person, but for other people who can benefit from hearing that same message. So case in point, Shelly St. Aubin clicked into the chat at exactly the time I was saying, Spirit told me that whatever you're worried about, whatever this, it's going to work out. And that's literally all she came for, was to ask, is it going to work out? Is this? She got her message. I don't even know if she's still here, but she got her message. Y'all pardon me. I have got to chew on a mint while I'm doing this. I'm sorry. By you. I'll try not to be silly about it. Okay. Where should you be placing your energy? So Danica, what I'm hearing is anything that expands your knowledge, that adds to your bank of wisdom. I don't know if it's school so much as classes or workshops, but you're really being called to focus and learn at the moment, because it dovetails into what you actually want to do or accomplish, which sounds like a duh. Of course it would. But this is very specific. So if, let's say that, I don't know, let's say you wanted to own one of those businesses where people go drink wine and beer and create art. Okay. I don't know what you have to go learn to do that, but you'd have to go learn something to do that. So all I can say is that, all I can say is your energy should really, really, really be focused on, I'm being told not to use the word education, but acquiring knowledge and wisdom. Does that make sense? Acquiring knowledge and wisdom. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. Okay, Jennifer. Thank you so much for for asking, for saying if I'm led to it. I would love to give you a reading on your health, but I don't do medical, psychic, mediumship, anything like that. It's not that I can't. And strangely, over the last 3 lives, so much of that's come up, and I have given the messages. But I don't normally do that. Honestly, too much can go awry, and I'm not interested in being the cause of that for someone. What I can tell you is oh, Jennifer, I hope you're still here. Jennifer Hunter, listen to this. What I can tell you is that something has recently clicked inside of your head, and you are giving whatever is bothering you health-wise the literal finger. You are like, blank you, and you've made a thing in your head. Not only are you going to fight whatever it is, but you're going to beat it, smash it to smithereens, grind it into the dirt, banish it to the cornfield, whatever it is. But you've got this resolve going on inside of you about your health. And that's going to serve you very well. Very well. Without going into specifics, I feel like, hey Hoppus, everybody say hi Hops. Um, I feel like this is a long-term thing, chronic, so to speak. But it won't be anything but a thing eventually. As long as you keep that resolve about you. That's it. You got to be the warrior princess, the warrior queen, the warrior goddess the whole time. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Lisa Snyder. I said to Amy when I put this thing on this morning, I said, I look like the Statue of Liberty. Imagine that, Lisa. You and I thinking the same thing. It's so unusual, isn't it? Nah. Aw, Amy G, we love you to bits. Oh, we've been doing for so festive. It is festive today. What Christmas carol do you guys want to hear? I thought of loved ones already moved on. More during these times. Yep. Unicorns. Yay. Aw. Margie Feliciano, if you're still here, if you're still on the chat, because this chat is going nutso. You've been visited by a small mouse around the house and you call him Mickey. I'd be very curious to know if you have anything interesting going on with your mom lately. Margie Feliciano, if you have anything interesting going on with your mom. Okay, Amy is here. Okay, Gail, I was told that my situation is coming to completion, but there's still shadow work to do. What is needing to be worked on with whom? That's a very interesting question, Gail. Yeah, it'd be super cool if you guys would hit the like button. That'd be very helpful. Oh, Angel Heart. Oh my goodness. Oh, honey, I am so sorry. My heart just goes out to you. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. I gotta block a jackass. Alright, we're blocked. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. Back to Gail. Okay. This is very interesting. I think this is the most fascinating card ever to come out for your question. You're being told to work on shadow work. We've got a horse and it's shadow. It could be construed that way. This is the Chariot card. So this is the thing, Gail. What I'm being told is this. You overthink things. That's not a slam. Sometimes I don't think enough. I just jump right in there, right? But you really can't overthink things, and you're so committed to healing that you often don't recognize when you're already there. And what I'm hearing from the horses in the Chariot card is there will always be some kind of shadow. Always. It's just, I mean, does anybody ever really know, or has anyone ever really known what complete healing is, or complete this or complete that? No. If somebody out there is using 100% of their brain capacity, the world needs to know it, because we don't use all of that, and we've got a subconscious that we don't often dive into, and we've got this and we've got that, and there are so many layers to all of that I wonder if That's it, Gail. Okay, listen. The shadow work that you're being asked to do is is simply to recognize that there will always be a shadow and that it's okay. And to work with that, meaning the charioteer controls the chariot with his mind. If you look in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card, it does not, there are no reins going from the charioteer's hands to the horses. None. Okay. And so he's controlling all the events with his mind. So if you just take a notion to, or if you go, okay, look, I've had enough of this deep, oh my God, I've got to heal. And it's this trauma and it's this, and it's this belabored this. And it's just in, in Eastern medicine, they call it living with a bad neighbor. I've got a temper. I am organically, uh, I guess, healed from that bad temper as much as possible. But there are still some times when my eyes roll in the back of my head and I start spitting pea soup, and it's not pretty. It hardly happens, but when it does, I'll leave scorched earth. It is not pretty. But I recognize that about myself. And so when I start to feel that, like the Kraken is about to be released, I do whatever I do to extricate myself from the situation until such time as I can stuff the Kraken back down in there. So that's the thing is, I think that who need what you need to work on, the way you put it, right? But remember, we don't need, we don't want, we don't dream, we don't wish, we choose. We don't dream, we don't wish, we don't want, we don't need, we choose. That you're choosing to work on it, I would say just work on knowing that there's always going to be some shadow there. Oh, I hope that's helpful. Oh my gosh, Angel Heart. Oh, I am, girl, I'm going to find you on Facebook. Just I'm here till noon today, but I'm going to find you on Facebook. Okay. All right. We love you. We really do. I feel confident everybody is sending you fabulous energy. Okay. Hmm. That's interesting, Sheila. Okay. Thank you, Jocelyn. That's fantastic. Legit or not, you're funny, and that's why I like to watch you. We've talked about what was happening to me and a dream about, and you don't know me. We're all going through something together. That's a fact. We're all going through something together. That's for you and your dad, Angel Heart. You like the bells? That's for you and your dad. Emily, what animal can I work with to get out of my funk? She's in the funk. She's got the funk. Yeah, she's in the funk. Yeah, you gotta get the funk, girl. Emily, you're gonna think I'm being a smartass. I'm not. I swear to you, I'm not. I'm asking the animal allies, and I'm like, okay. And I'm watching this parade of animals go in front of me about who they're like on a conveyor belt, and all of a sudden you're there. You're the animal. No joke. You're the spirit animal that you got to work with to get out of your funk. Yeah, he is though. I remember that. I like your great grandpa's energy. He's a nice dude. We could party. Well, he wasn't really a party guy, but honestly, Emily, honest to goodness, honey, yourself. Because listen, you're an animal, right? Which means that you can be your own spirit animal. Any human can be your spirit animal, totem animal, power animal. But it's like you just have to decide. And what that means is, believe me, I feel your pain. Now, you have a different funk, but those of us that are that deal with autoimmune issues, like no joke autoimmune issues, sometimes we'll wake up in the morning and it takes I can't even tell you what it takes to roll out of bed. No joke. So I get it. I do. But you've got to be your own cheerleader. Emily, listen to this. Okay, so I assume if you're on my channel, For those of you that are new, oh, thank you, Danica. Um, Emily, honey, here is what I just heard. There's something about family that from them you've never really gotten like, "Atta girl, we're proud of you, way to go." You've never really gotten that from them. Because as soon as the words "you've got to be your own cheerleader" came out of my mouth, I was like, what does that even mean for her? And that's what I was told. So honest to goodness, honey, you do have to be your own cheerleader. And that's how you're going to get out of your funk. It's almost like, listen, all of us like to hear "Atta girl, I'm proud of you," right? Amy told me she was proud of me yesterday. She wrote it to me in chat, and I didn't tell her. I don't know if she can hear me, but I was like, and I teared up, right? Why? And it's not just me or how it's me or it's about me or everybody's. It's not like that. It's that over 65,000 readings at this point, and I'm telling you now, people think that trigger words are "I love you." It's "I'm proud of you." Holy cow! Believe me, I've talked to tens of thousands of people that have crossed over at this point, and fur babies who have crossed over. Nobody cries as much. None of my clients cry as hard or as long or as much as when their person comes through from the other side or their fur baby and says, "I'm proud of you." They fall right apart. "I love you" warms their heart. They might shed a tear, but "I'm proud of you," they melt right in front of me. So there you go. Okay, so buenos dias, Natalia. Okay. Girl, everybody needs their bells out. All right. Hi, Auntie. Okay. I love lizards. My friend has a bearded dragon, soul of a dog, smells. Aw. Y'all, I'm telling you, pe- listen, people that don't think crustaceans and let's just put it this way, anybody that thinks that every living thing, not people that think that not every living thing has emotions or feels pain. I'm a triple Scorpio. Can you hear what's going through my head? The cat whisperer. Okay, I'm looking for questions. Of course you have telekinesis with your dog, Natalia. Of course you do. I can call all my cats to me by just thinking them. I can call them in my mind and they will come right around the corner. No joke. The a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I know this is not a question, but the reason I'm saying this is you're right. I swear I feel I have telekinesis. I know exactly what they are thinking. What that tells me is you don't know for sure, but I am telling you that a lot of people feel this way. They'll think, well, I have telekinesis, or I have a psychic link, or I have this, or I have that with my cousin, my sister, my mom, my lover, my this, my that, my whatever, right? Okay. Um, but you do with animals. And oh, and by the way, speaking of which, I'm gonna get back to that in just a minute, I think. Or maybe that's just a video for another time. But let me just tell you guys this. Shoot. Well, I guess this is divine timing. But okay, listen up, y'all. Right before I got on the live, was in my kitchen. Amy and I were in my kitchen, and this ginormous wasp flew right in front of us. Now, I've been in this house almost 4 years. I've never had a wasp inside. As a matter of fact, I don't ever see them in my yard. I don't ever. But what that told me was somebody on this chat, on this reading this morning, was going to be in a place where they are either the recipient of very dangerous jealousy from somebody, or they are dangerously jealous and so jealousy and anger, right? That's wasp. Or they are jealous of and angry because of this with someone. So if you are the person that is experiencing somebody being crazy jealous, um crazy jealous and angry towards you, or you are the one that I'm going to give you a message about that. Please just tell me in the chat, and I'm going to try to scroll down and scroll back up. Okay, EGB 91. Why am I having a dream with wolves and some people? It was a vivid dream. The wolves were gray. I looked behind me. Wolves were there. Well, um, EGB 91. Okay, is there some reason I'm seeing paint colors all around you? Do you do art? Do you paint? Do you do sculpture? Do you what is this with all the color around you? And you may be a makeup artist. I don't know what this is, but I keep seeing paint like drop cloths and all that kind of thing, and paintbrushes. What's up with the paint? I want to be sure I'm in your energy. EGB 91. Okay, when when you can, EGB 91, before I move ahead with what I'm being told, I need to be sure I'm in your energy. I keep seeing lots of color and paint. So who knows? You might be an Instagram makeup influencer. I don't know. But oh, I did that when I was a kid. Okay, got it. All right. All right, so here's the thing. A lot of people think that the wolf that is always out in front is the head wolf. Not true. The alpha wolf is the last wolf in a pack when they're traveling, because as a true leader, the alpha keeps their eye out for everything and everybody rather than leading in the front. So what I'm hearing is it's actually time for two things for you. You're not supposed to be in front because you're supposed to take the lead on something, to be the leader on something. I almost want to say like you want to start your own business, or you've been asked to head up a business or something like that. Um, and I don't feel like you ever question your strength as a person. I don't feel like that. Oh, that's what it is. So EGB 91, let me know if this makes sense to you. If you have um, a tough time with other people, meaning you're what they call an old soul, and what that mean. Well, you probably know what that means, but really, how it's coming into play here is it gets really frustrating to you to kind of deal with people that are not like you, that are people that are not as strong internally, or maybe not just not as strong as you are. But you are being asked to step up and realize that um, and realize that it is time for you to be a leader in the truest sense. And that's what wolves are telling you now. I will also say that I don't I don't feel like the wolves are there just as symbolism or analogy or a metaphor. I really honestly I really honestly believe that I EGB 91, I really feel like wolf, a whole pack of them is trying to work with you as spirit animals, maybe even totem and power. So there's that. Okay. Smokana, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much. You're with Twitch. You come to me from Twitch, and I really appreciate you. What you can't see in the Twitch chat is the whole other chat that's going on that has YouTube folks and Facebook folks. So I will get to your question if I can, but mostly I go to the questions that I'm guided to go to. So there we have it. Okay. Um. My little spirit. Okay. All right. Julie MT, you've been trying to heal the trauma of your root chakra. You feel like it's hiding. It's extremely uncomfortable. Are there any animals that could help you heal this? So, Julie MT, the first thing I'm going to tell you, oh, you're very welcome, EGB91. I hope that was helpful. I hope it made sense. Um, Julie MT, the first thing that I'm seeing around you is every white animal in the arc deck: polar bear, white peacock, the albino porcupine, the everything white. Do you have a thing for the color white? Like that's your color? Interesting. Okay. There's something. Oh, Lordy. Holy cow. I have now lost my place. For y'all, I'm just telling you now. For some reason, my chat window just went bloop bloop like it was blinking its eyes, and I don't even know where I'm at. So, sorry. Um, Julie MT, though, I know this is for you, so I hope you're still here. So, what I'm going to say is, oh my gosh, y'all, okay. Um, what I'm going to say about this is, I just keep seeing, I've got to scroll to the bottom of the chat, y'all. I've got to try to find out if, because this is like super important for her. Oh, thank you, Adriana. Thank you for the donation. I just now saw it. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, EGB. Okay. Hold on, EGB. I'm going to get back to that. Let me deliver the rest of this message to Julie MT. And the reason that I'm going to come back to your question, EGB 91, I bet if I took a poll of everybody in the chat right now, no, not really. I love yellow. I don't know what no, not, okay. That was your answer to the white animals. Hold on, I'm going to get there, Julie. Okay. I feel like a lot of you, the minute that I saw EGB 91's question about dreams, this thing lit up inside of me. And I know that a bunch of you are experiencing strange dreams right now. Not strange like a bad strange, but unusual. They're really getting your attention more than usual. And Ibrahim, you're blocked because you're a liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay. So that's why I'm going to go back to that, because for those of you that are having unusual dreams or dreams that are like really in your face, whatever's going to get told to EGB 91 is also going to be for you also. Okay. So Julie, you're saying that the white animals or the color white is not resonating with you. Okay. I hear you when you say yellow. I get that. Let me tell you how it works for me. When someone tells me no, either if it really is not for them, the feeling, the smell, the vision, the taste, the whatever will go right away. But when it is for them, the feeling, the vision, the smell, the whatever, it gets stronger and it gets stronger and it gets stronger. And right now, all I can see around you is white. And every white animal, white doves, it could even be angels, all white, dressed all in white. Pick pick a white animal or an animal that's known for its like you know, uh, and it could be argued all albino animals, but that's not really it. It's the animals that are really naturally, that's just kind of their color. Anyway, here's the point. When oyster comes inverted, what I know is there's something going on with you where you just, I don't know if you've lost faith in the world or you, I I don't know if it's that you've lost faith in yourself, the world, the whatever it is. Maybe. Oh, okay. You really do love white horses. Okay, there we go. Okay, so still talking to Julie MT. You do really love white horses. There's something about all the white animals, because white animals are considered divine animals, right? Through pick a culture, pick a history, pick a myth, pick a legend. It's the white animals that are like, oh, they're messengers from heaven. And there's something that's important for you to know right now, that you absolutely have the support of the spirit animal world Um, because I just don't know that you are feeling it. I don't know that you feel like you have that, but truly you do. And I mean, they're everywhere. It's like literally cocooning you everywhere. And the other thing is, I feel like there's something that you want to pursue, but you haven't done it because you're like you're kind of in the closet about it. I don't know what that means, but there's something that you want to do. It's almost like when people come to me. I'm not making light of anyone, I promise you guys, but honest to goodness, I've never been this scared in my life, and I absolutely feel for people who are scared. But they'll book a reading with me, and when I used to have my office, they would park like two streets away and walk in with a hat and a this, and I'm like, "Are you robbing us? What's going on here?" "No, I just don't want anyone in Gainesville to see me." I'm like, "Okay." Or people that take classes and they never tell a living soul, not even their spouse, that they're taking classes for psychic development or mediumship or tarot or whatever, because they're terrified what people will think. So I'm not saying it's that, but there is something that you want to do, but you're keeping hidden. Like you're afraid to come out of the closet about something. And so don't be afraid. Meaning, if you work with all the white animals, and in particular, if you love white horses, work with horses. I mean, they're all about strength and passion and travel and moving forward. So I think it would work great. So there you have it. Okay, so EGB 91, back to you. But in my dream, I don't understand. People in my dream, they're attacking me. In the front, people are coming to attack me, and their heads are falling off, and the wolves are behind me. And when I look back, I was confused about that. I mean, if I take that dream for just what it is, it's. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Julie MT. One thing. You're gonna want to turn this oyster, like turn the card around, because it is. The world is your oyster, sweetheart, and oysters, or the world is your oyster, right? Because oysters give us what? Yes, they can give us black pearls, but mostly it's white pearls. So there you have it. All right. Um, so if I take that dream EGB 91 just at face value, it would occur to me that you are starting to see the truth of people around you, and it's shocking. Um, and or people are literally losing their heads, like they're losing their minds around you. People around you are just like flipping out. And so one of those is yeah, I one of those things is absolutely the case. It's like it's almost like you're starting to see the truth of people, certain people. I don't know that it's all that fabulous. You don't really like what you're seeing, um, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to hinder you. It doesn't have to be a bad thing for you at all, right? Okay. Um, and again, there's something going on with you about the call for you to step into a position of true leadership, like real leadership. I hope that's how. EGB 91? That was Glamoween. In case anyone wondered what the black blob was that just passed behind me. Oh, that it were a bear, but it's not. It's a ginormous Persian kitty. Uh, well, probably not Persian. He's more Maine Coon than he is Persian. But anyway, um, there's something going on. There's something going on with you, EGB 91. I feel like I see you talking in front of people. I don't know if you perform or you teach classes or something that you do, but you're being asked to do more of that at a much higher level. At a much higher level. Don't know what that means, but I hope it's helpful. Okay, moving on. Okay. Oh boy, we got plenty of time. Yay! I like these 2-hour ones. I like this. Maybe I should have done that sooner. Okay. Sorry, I'm scrolling back up so I can find more questions. La 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 la. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. I'm sorry to know that, Lily. Why do people have to perpetrate? Why do people have to perpetrate that on other people? You're very welcome, EGB91. I hope any of that made any sense to you. I'm betting that it did, though. Jan Wolf. Okay. All right. You'd love to know what animal is needing. Animals don't need, they choose. Just so you know. Okay, that being said, Jan Wolf, are you in some kind of rescue profession? Like even medical profession, like a nurse, a doctor, a vet, you work doing, it could be anything. Um, American Red Cross volunteer, or do you work, Jan Wolf, I hope you're still here. Can you tell me if you work in some kind of saving profession, or you work in a saving, like you have a hobby or not a hobby. What's it called when you a volunteer, like you volunteer in some way? Not in those, no. Yeah, huh. Okay, Jan Wolf. Don't put a label, don't put a label on the professional career or whatever. I'm just being shown that you do a lot of saving, whether it's of people or of animals. Does that make sense? Oh, there you go. Okay, that's saving. Okay. The only thing is I help with other folks' problems. Okay. That's saving. In some way, you might be being modest about it. You might not know how much you do for people, but I just keep hearing that you are a saver. You're a person who saves others. So, that said, that said, quail. That's really interesting. So, see, that's so interesting. So interesting. And I will tell you why, Jan. Of course I will. So, when quail come out in a reading for me, now they mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but I always associate them, when they communicate with me, I always associate them with their little plumes on their head because they look like little Roman soldiers to me. And I absolutely always equate them with being true soldiers in the way that they group together. Interestingly enough, quail very rarely stray outside of a 1 mile radius, almost never. Like their entire life is that 1 mile radius around them. Go figure. But that's their whole world. But the thing is that as tiny and fragile as they are, because they're quail, y'all, they, man, they strut and they do their level best to protect each other, and they've gotten smart. They don't fight, right? They work smart, not hard, is what I've also always thought about quail. So there's something about this. It's Jan, right? Jan. I'm focused on your last name, Wolf, for obvious reasons. But there's something about, yeah, Jan. There's something about this, and it specifically pertains to the quote unquote saving that you do. Um, and really just in life in general, it's like time for you to be almost a soldier of sorts. But in that, you are a strategist. You will not be let's say this was a true wartime scenario, right? You would not be the one that would pick up arms and go march in the front line. You'd be the strategist up in the, up in the offices, figuring out, best ways for everything. And there's something about this that is really important for you. Really important for you. And so when you buy when you buy your little helmet with the plume on it, we need pictures. So there you have it. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Um, haha, look what was just sticking out of the deck. I didn't even notice. Is there something? Is there something going on with you guys out there and wolves? Not just one person with the wolves, or that Jan's last name is Wolf. There's something more than that. I think there's a lot of wolf energy going on around there. Around there. Okay. I don't know what this is, but wolf is really important for a lot of people right now. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Okay. All right. I'm going to scroll back up. Ah, welcome to you guys. Welcome to those just joining. Obviously, thank you so much. People that are always here. I love you guys. You're my soul family. It's true. Jealous people, right, Dawn? They do. If they would just recognize their own worth and potential, goodness gracious, they could probably have more in life than being jealous of. Never mind. Let me not get started on that. Right. So, astral projection. I hate when that happens. I'm looking for questions. Emma Tompkinson, that is a yes or no question. And I do not answer yes or no questions because it's not helpful to you. If you would like to rephrase your question and where it's not yes or no, that would be very helpful to you. Okay. 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 I'm seeing J4 Anna 90. Which animal will help you discover your soul family? That's a good question. And I'm only going to pull a card on this. I'm not getting anything psychically yet. The seal. The Ten of Cups. Lasting happiness and success and divine blessings. You ever seen seal work together? Amy's helping me out, y'all. She's getting me ready for Thanksgiving. Amy, I just had to cover for you. I saw the broom and I didn't want to. Well, I didn't want to sell you out and tell them that you're trying a new model to ride around town in.
That's okay. You can tell hey y'all.
And he says, "Hey y'all," and Princess Hawk says, "Hey y'all." See, this is why we're just a family around here, because I know I probably should be more professional than this, but oh well, I like my fam. So here's the thing. If you've ever seen seal, they're all one big family. They're just one big family. And they're like penguins. They're like, they just lay around together generation of generation, and this family is not from this family, but they all coexist. So this sounds super esoteric, like super like, oh, granola crunchy, and I promise it's not. It is honestly the message that I'm getting. I don't know that you like people very much. They may not be your favorite living things on this earth. I'm sure many of us can identify with that. But literally, if you'll just start to think of every human as your soul family. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. J4 Anna 90. My body is starting to move. And when my body starts to move, I know somebody either loves to travel, certainly wants to travel a lot more, or has done a lot of travel. And what I keep seeing is you in different countries meeting all manner of people and having the greatest time ever. Because if you come to think of every living thing, and I really mean every living thing, but in particular right now, humans being your soul family, you're going to open yourself up to so many fantastic experiences, like crazy awesome experiences. So I would tell you that the Ten of Cups is, you've got a lot of choices to make, and sometimes we can get lost in all of those choices, right? But it's you miss traveling. Okay, so J4 Anna 90, did you do a bunch of traveling earlier before the pandemic hit? Cause I just feel like that. I just feel like I'm everywhere. Okay, So all that being said, um, you will travel again a lot and sooner than you think. But there's something about the Ten of Cups about choices. Oh, that's it. You know, most of the time when Ten of Cups comes out for people, it's all about, look, if you don't make a choice, you're gonna have a problem, or you know, are you sure what's in those cups, or are you this or are you that? But it's not like that for you. It's actually you think that your choices are limited and they're not. You're being called uh J4 Anna 90, you're really being called to broaden your perspective of availability, of cool things that are available to you, or you may think you don't have the choices. You have many more choices than you're thinking at the moment. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. All right. So Divine Connection, hello. I do read the Twitch chat. Well, hello, welcome. Divine Connection and Demonic Mouse. That's hilarious. You guys, welcome. Thank you for joining me. What you can't see in the Twitch chat is that there are a whole bunch of people from my YouTube and Facebook in the chat, and I just, for the life of me, can't figure out how to get that chat to show up for you guys in Twitch. But if you'll ask your question, if I'm called to it, I will answer. Because that's how my readings are working today. Is if Spirit tells me, "Hey, talk to that person," that's exactly what I'll do. You're very welcome, J4 Anna 90. I really hope that's helpful. Um, okay, so there we go. So yes, Demonic Mouse, you can join. Demonic Mouse. That's just gonna crack me up every time. I love that name. Anyway, so also, let me just say, Anna, Anna 90, make sure that you spend some time looking up the traditional meanings of the Rider-Waite card, the Ten of Cups. And you can go to my website, buildingbeautifulsouls.com. I've got extensive tarot information on there, um, including the um, every tarot card and all the suits and everything. Lots of in-depth information there. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. Um, okay. Okay, Maggie Decker, what animal do you work with for moving? I didn't even get through your whole question, and I heard that song On the Wings of Love. So whatever bird, and I keep seeing doves, peace doves, white peace doves. Is there some kind of drama around your moving? Is there some kind of like sense of unrest, or two parties at kind of war with each other, or maybe you warring against yourself? But that song On the Wings of Love, you know it. I know you do. Everybody knows that song. Um, I keep seeing dove, but honestly, it could be whatever bird you most resonate with that flies. So peacocks don't really fly; they kind of galumph and jump onto things and jump off of things. Puffin, they don't really fly; they kind of do, but mostly they galumph. But this has got to be a bird that flies. Flies. Could be a hawk, could be an eagle. No hummers, no hummingbirds. Honestly, honestly, goodness gracious. Okay. Um. Okay. Hold on one second. Amy. Oh lordy, y'all. Sorry, Jeremy, my handyman. For those of you that have been joining me over the last months, he's like the character in Murphy Brown. He came to do one job and he's been here for a year. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, we're done. Um. So there's that. I hope that's very helpful, Maggie. Wow, I really hope that is helpful. Okay. So, oh, okay. Thank you, Jan. I'm glad it validated some things. Okay. Alrighty. Fatismo Magura. Boy, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. I would love to give you a love reading as soon as you ask me a specific question. I'm very happy to give you a love reading. Okay. UK, I'd love a reading. Dark Night of the Soul, Losing Hope. Janice, I'm very happy to help you as soon as you ask me a question. Let me tell you guys why I harp about this. When we ask a question, we get a specific answer. Just asking, what about my love life? There could be 500 things that come up for that. And do you want it in your love life now? Do you want to know what it's like in the future? Are you still carrying around baggage from a previous relationship? I I, I want to answer your questions, meaning what you most want to know about. And it's important for your process that you think about that before you ask the question. Now, I do readings all the time where clients will come to me and I don't know them, I've never seen them, and I ask them, is it okay if the first part of your reading is just a channeled session, meaning whatever is most helpful for spirit, thinks that you should know at this time or you could use at this time, and then we'll open the floor for questions later. Yes. More often than not, their deepest issues, fears, whatever, is the first thing that spirit addresses, and it shocks people every single time because they want those answers, but they're afraid to ask for the answers because they're afraid of the outcome. Now, that's not everybody, but okay, it's a lot of people. So I don't want to be blabbing stuff on. The other thing is I don't want to be blabbing stuff on my channel that's going, because I don't censor. I just don't. I feel like that's an affront to spirit. If spirit tells me one thing and in my head I go, well, that's going to seem really this, or that might offend them, or that might inflame them, or this, and I censor that, I'm not a censorship person at all, not in any way, shape, or form, and certainly not, I'm not going to second guess spirit. So I also don't want to come out with something that's going to freak you out and hi Janice, thank you for loving my hat. You know what I mean? So, okay, and let me just say, demonic mouse, I would love to help you. You're new to my channel. I don't do anything medical. So when people ask me about medical things that have to do with their mental health, their physical health, their emotional well-being, I always recommend that they see a medical professional. I feel like that's the integrous thing for me to do. And also, when someone is in a tough place mentally, emotionally, physically, it can be very easy to misunderstand readings or twist them around, and that's not helpful to you or anyone. But if you are having a challenge with your mental health, a lot of people do this time of year. I really hope you have a support system around you, and I just really hope that you get some professional help. However, I will say this about your energy, and not because your name is Demonic Mouse, which does, of course, make me laugh, but I just feel like you've got a true stand-up comic sense of humor. Like, truly can make a joke out of the darkest things. And again, that doesn't have to do with your name. People call themselves all kinds of things online. That doesn't mean that's what they're really like. But there's something about your sense of humor that just makes me want to sit around and trade jokes with you. So what I can tell you is anything that you're having a challenge with, I would really encourage you to find people to laugh with, or even just you make other people. I keep seeing people doing stand-up comedy. Demonic Mouse, are you a stand-up or want to be a stand-up? I've only ever gotten that twice before. Anyway, okay. Demonic Mouse, if you're still here, let me know. Okay. Brandy is searching for her wolf. You don't have to search, it's right there. Emily, if you think you have one, then you do. All right, hold on. la 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 la. Looking for questions. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since there's no place to go. Oh, that's a good one, Lily. All right, let me keep scrolling. La 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 la. Okay. Everybody said hi, Amy. Girl, Lisa, come on over anytime. Oh, hey, Janet. I missed you all too, but I'm back from outer space. It's a Nimbus 2000. Probably in this household, all Harry Potter all day. Heck to the yes. How do you become unstuck? Okay, Janice. Well, first of all, you haven't lost everything. It may feel like you've lost everything, but you are in fact still alive, so you haven't lost everything. You are in fact strong enough to come on to this chat, to come on to this reading and ask for help. You're not as stuck as you think you are. So, all that said, here's what I'm not doing. I'm not making light of what you've been through or what you're currently going through. All I'm saying is that Winston Churchill said, and I say this all the time, if you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop where you are. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. That will prolong your time in hell. So, what I would tell you is, in terms of how you become unstuck, is to realize that you're not stuck to begin with. Meaning, hold on. Who is this? And there you have it. Janice, Centaur wants to work with you in this time. Oh my God, we were just talking about Harry Potter. Holy cowabunga. Okay. And she's in the UK, where centaurs are supposedly sprang from. Okay, you can't make this up. Janice, I would really encourage you to read everything you can about centaurs. And it's almost as if, I don't know if you believe in past lives. I gotta believe if you're on my channel, you do. But it's almost as if you've always had a tough time here because you know that you're not from Earth originally. I don't know if it's a star seed that you most identify with, or if it's the deep ocean people, Atlantis, that you identify with, but you just have never felt quite right or quite like you fit in. And so it's okay, so you're not from here. Maybe you were a centaur in another life. Just really coming to know that, or coming to understand that, could be really, really helpful in you getting unstuck. And okay, so I'm scrolling down the chat, and Janice, I see you've written again, all in capital letters. I don't know if you know this. You may not know this, but when you write in all caps, internet protocol, internet manners, you're yelling at people. You may not know that. So on my channel, I'll just tell people, but don't do that on somebody else's channel. They'll ream you for it. Okay, so I'm scooter pooping to the bottom of this. Janice, I hope this is. Oh my God! Again with the Aja Waka Waka Raka Naka Oiliwaya, because that name doesn't stick out. Oh, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know who you're thinking, Janice, but I see an all thank you. But here's the thing. The thing is it's just like it. Never fit it in. Okay, so right. Okay, Janice. So here's the thing, honey. Listen, I didn't know that. LOL. I don't know what you mean. Oh, Val 77. If you're researching it, Val, and you're called to research it, you're a starseed. I've never been called to research that, but know everything about Atlantis? I'm your girl. Okay, so all of that said, Janice, back to you, honey, is it, actually not fitting in is your superpower. I mean, you don't want to be a lemming. Wow. Janice, wow. Do you, this is going to sound, sound so strange. But Janice, do you have a thing for cucumbers? Like, do you always drink cucumber water, or cucumbers are a snack that you a snack that you always crave or something? All the holy guacamole, I all I can taste in my mouth is as I'm talking with you is cucumber. Okay, Syrian queen. Okay, that's funny. Wowzers. Um, I have a thing for cucumbers. Cucumber sandwiches. Okay, they're delicious. They are delicious. So just so if you ever want to ship one of those over to America, you let me know. So here's the thing. Um, honest to goodness, I would really encourage you to come to know that you're not fitting in is actually your superpower. And the very things that make you different will make you successful. Um, I do know you're going through a downtime, and I'm sorry for that. But what I am hearing is you are being a little more dramatic than the situation might actually call for, which is weird because I don't feel like you're like a water sign unless you're an Aquarius, um, which I'm convinced is a water sign, but whatever. Only because the waters of life flow out of her jug, right? How can you not be a water sign? Let me not get started on astrology, but here's the thing. There's something about this. Yeah, there's something about you coming to understand. Yep, see, air sign Libra, right? Okay, so that's what I was saying. I don't feel like you're one of the water signs, but you're acting like a water sign, which is my life is over. I have no reason for living. And again, I'm not making light. I'm not making fun. What I'm saying is, it's not. Um, it's not. Just dial it down a notch. Oh, Brad Wolf, aren't you quippy? You should use star cards so I can see Uranus. God, I don't mind laughing at crap humor, but it's got to actually be humor. Brad Wolf's blocked. Bye, Brad. Bye, Brad, the non-funny person. Um, okay, so going. All right, so I hope that's helpful. Centaur, work with Centaur as much as you can figure it out, because I really think Centaur is. Let me just say this straight up. I really think you're a Centaur. I do. I think when you start reading about centaur history and mythology, it's going to make so much sense to you. Just saying, you heard it here first. Okay, tough time all my life. Right. Well, stop. Yes. So stop having a tough time. It's as simple as that. Honestly, it truly is as simple as saying, I don't want to have this anymore. Okay, somebody reworded their question to me, and now, gosh, now I've lost it. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Skunks. You're welcome, Val. I don't censor. See, I'm not into taking people's freedom away because I know how I get when someone tries to take any freedom of mine away. That never goes well for them. Oh gosh. I know it was, oh gosh. I know it was Celende. Was it Celende? Rephrased her question. Sorry. Okay. Oh, plenty of time. Oh, there it is. Celende, there it is. I feel stuck. Why can't I give up on this connection with this Arabic guy I had an on-off connection with, which has been very difficult for me? Well, so let me just say the answer to that is the same that it is for everyone, which is I would guess twin flames or soulmates. I mean, listen, what else could it be? Now, what that does not mean is, and I get that you feel stuck. However, pardon me, y'all. Wow. Ooh, that piece of ice stuck to the roof of my mouth. Wah! Can I just tell you how much I wish that was a Coca-Cola icy? But I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying not to be cruel to animals, myself being one of them. Every time I eat sugar or white flour or anything that I know that my autoimmune self shouldn't have, I'm being cruel to an animal. That stopped a double dutch quick when I thought of it like that. Okay, so here's the story. Ooh, I could be a Lemurian starseed. I could be. Who knows what I am? I think probably I was a factory reject and they broke the mold after they made me. All right, so here's the story. honestly, when we have twin flame connections, it's the worst. You can't live with them. You can't live without them. You can't move on from them. It's just the worst. Believe me, I know. So it truly has to be, honestly, you just have to extract yourself with the jaws of life. You have to make yourself move on. I wish I had some great spiritual wisdom to lay upon y'all, but it really is a mental thing. Now, having said that, I will also say that um, there are ceremonies and rituals that you can do that I have found with clients to be very helpful. You could do a cord cutting. If you've ever heard of the golden cords that connect people, some people say it connects through your vagal nerve. Some people say it'll connect through a certain chakra, certainly your heart chakra. Um, but literally, you just go through a meditation and you envision yourself standing there with that person. Say whatever it is you want to say to them, and then take out clippy clippies and clip the golden cords. Some people will tell you to write down everything you ever want to say from them and what you want and don't want from them in the future, um, or anything that you want to say, and then bury it or tuck it way back in a freezer and put it, freeze it, put it on hold, put it on ice, or bury it. And 500 more ritual ceremony things that I could think of, literally 500 more. Even writing that letter, putting it on, putting it on fire, and letting the ashes go into Mama Ocean where all the emotions are. Um, there's all kinds of things, but honestly, at the end of the day, and believe me, I have read so many, I'm literally thousands and thousands of people who are in the same place you are, and I've been there myself. Um, you just have to decide, and you have to decide. And I will also say this. I would encourage you that whomever you cultivate a relationship with moving ahead, be really careful, because I have found over time, by observing lots of folks, that that whole rebound relationship, it's a real thing. But it is more prevalent in people that just decide they're going to move ahead. It's almost like they walk out, and all the people that could be a potential partner, a buffet, and they just snatch what they want off the buffet. Um, because they're so intent on moving forward that they talk themselves into this person or that person or this scenario or that scenario not being right for them at all, and them not being right for that other person, but they're determined to move ahead. So be really careful before you move ahead on that. So, all right, there you go. All right. Um oh, of course you're working with angels. That makes sense. I know cucumbers questions do sandwiches do sound good. Okay. Um all right, I've got time enough to answer just yep, okay, I got that. Yep. Um Tracy Ann. Wow. You're very welcome, Janice. Chin up, honey. Chin up. Chin up. You can do this, whatever this is. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Right. Hey, D's Enlightened Edits. Ooh, I'd be interested to know what enlightened edits mean. You mean like editing books and that kind of thing? That's interesting if you're still here. Right. So I really appreciate you putting it like that. I don't know you, and I've never had one of your quantum sessions. And until I have experienced a reader or a healer personally, I don't recommend them. So you might be amazing at what you do, but I don't know you. So I can't recommend you, but I really appreciate the way that you put that, because so many readers and healers will jump on other people's channels and try to chum the waters for business. And that's just, it's tacky, y'all. We don't do tacky down here in the South. Okay, except for our big hair and our lots of makeup, which I'm still very committed to, by the way, even though it's not the 80s anymore. Okay, a bunch of signs hit me in the head. Factory reject. It's true, Teapot. It's true. Okay, Syrian. I've been in a very bad spot since 2018. Lost your career. Been broke. Even homeless since. Now live with my mom. Have a toxic relationship. I can't find work. Okay. I'm very sorry you're experiencing that, Syrian Queen. Double '07. I am. Is there a question in there? Oh, there we go. Can you get some general guidance, advice? I think my ex is coming back, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with the sadness because I'm so down. Syrian Queen, you just said the most wise words. Yes, you did. Good for you, sister. You're so down you can't help yourself. That is a tough place to be. But here's what's super cool about that. Not that you're in that, but that you know that. So that you know you're in a place where you can't help yourself. That's all you got to do. You get by with a little help from your friends, which in this case happen to be spirit animals. So let's see which animal or animals want to help Syrian Queen. At least listen. You got it. You're down, but you ain't out, right? Okay. And what that means is first you gotta just lift yourself up to a sitting position, and then you gotta flip over and just get on your knees, right? You get there, and then you slowly put one foot up and you get up. It's just that simple. You just get up one step at a time. But I can't begin to tell you how this fascinates me for what it is that you're asking about, which you haven't really asked, but I get it, and I hear you. So I I will tell you that when Tyrannosaurus Rex comes to us, one of the things, well, first of all, this is from the Moms and Babies portion of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, my deck. So it's interesting because I think you said, yeah, you live with your mom and you have a toxic relationship. Okay. I how do I put this? I'm asking for the exact words to be sent to me. I wonder if in a lot of ways you two aren't a lot alike and you're just tripping each other's trigger. You're just sparking and rubbing the wrong way. The very things about each other that annoy you about each other, but that you are actually like, if that makes sense. Okay. All that said, it is I'm just going to tell you how I'm hearing it. Tyrannosaurus Rex gets made fun of a lot. I mean, let's be honest. There are a lot of YouTube videos that are hilarious with people in T-Rex costumes, right? And they're hilarious. And people make fun of their little arms, right? Why do they have those little arms? That does not serve their purpose in any way. But for whatever reason they have those, nature overcompensated because it's thought that a T-Rex could literally pick up a car, any car, and crush it in its jaws. Okay, crush it in its jaws. Can you imagine? So what that tells me is, I think of all things that got damaged in this experience that you've had in the past few years, your throat chakra, there's no strength there. I just feel like I want my head to just flop around, like I don't have any muscles or any strength in my neck. So the first thing is, I would encourage you, is get your communication straight. And that even means your communication with yourself. What that means is stop repeating things like I can't, I'm stuck, I'm this, I'm that. You've got a whole roadmap laid out of all of the things that are wrong, but you have not given voice to anything that is going to be right, that you can make right. And honest to goodness, if it's one thing today, I don't care if it's watching a cartoon and laughing your hiney off or even just grinning. It's got to be that, because it's like your arms are too short right now. You don't have the ability to reach out and grab what you want. You're going to have to take a bite out of life. I know how cheesy that sounds. Believe me, I know how cheesy that sounds. But it's literally, you either want to be better and you want to get out from under all of this, or you don't. But the only way to do that is to literally, oh wait, mutual friend with my ex. I was trying myself. Okay. So that said, it is. Oh, let me tell you one other thing that's coming to me, which has to do with like what it's like what you're consuming, what you're consuming. If you act like the family doesn't exist, even if you live with them, it will just wall off their energy. There will not be any way for you to absorb it. Shut up, dinosaur. What? Y'all, see, this is why I love what I do. Holy cow. Did you guys see this in the chat? So I'm reading for Syrian Queen 07. Tyrannosaurus Rex comes out and I'm like, oh my goodness. And she's like, LMAO, my name is Rhemosaurus Rex on Snap. Okay. Girl, it doesn't get any more clear than this. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just love this. Rhemosaurus Rex. That is hilarious. I don't know what Rhemosaurus is, but that sounds very funny to me. But anyway, look, here's the story, sister. You've got to stop telling yourself the same story. Just quit telling yourself that story. And tell yourself a different story. Just tell yourself a different story. And it's like, that's the way love goes. You know the song, that's the way love goes, or however, I can hardly hear it in my head, but it's like whatever, that's the way love goes. But honestly, it's like all I can tell you is you literally have to reach out and take a bite out of life. And I would really encourage you to consider, why would you choose a screen name like that? Why is that name, Rhemosaurus Rex? Why did you choose that for your snap? And then maybe kind of sit with that for a bit. And maybe Tyrannosaurus Rex has been working with you longer than you might imagine. All right. So wow, you guys, thank you so much for everybody showing up today. And thank you for understanding about the different time and the different everything. I'm so grateful for you all. I am going to have to go. It's a little bit afternoon. So I'm going to draw one more card, and this is for everybody. This is the collective card. And so if I did not get to you, I'm big and tall. Someone gave me that nickname, and it stuck. I'm big and tall too, sister. So call you monster. You don't know me, Syrian Queen, but I have a very particular response to people like that. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card. This is for everybody. If I didn't get to you today, I do apologize, but I can only get to so many people in the time allotted. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. All my longtime folks all you wild ones, all my fam out there in Wild One Land. Many, many thanks to Teapot for keeping everything straight. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, just everybody do what Dawn says. Like. We're all doing what Dawn says now. I am. Okay, so here we go. Cookie Monster! Cookie! The best. Who's Santa? It's a kitty cat. It's a Santa kitty cat riding a unicorn. Because that's how we roll. All right, here's Hippo. Y'all, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. It's a hippopotamus for... Okay, y'all. Y'all, sorry. I'm trying to be more... This is why no one ever wants to be me, because being in my head, it's nuts. So all I can tell you guys is, I'm laughing so hard on the inside I can't remember the lyrics, but you guys know that song. It's that little kid voice. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Oh my great googly moogly. Okay, y'all, I love you. I love you so much. And all I can tell you is it's never too early to listen to Christmas carols or to decorate your house for Christmas. For those of you that don't observe Christmas and you observe Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Yule or all, I'm an equal opportunity holiday person. If there's a holiday out there to enjoy, I'm all up on it. Yesterday, for those of you that didn't, know, yesterday was National Toilet Day. Yes, it actually is National Toilet Day that was announced by, hold on. My ex-husband texts me with these little bits of wisdom all the time. We're still very good friends, and he knows how I laugh at things like that. So it was, hold on, hold please, stand by. Brought to you by the UN, the United Nations, let everybody know yesterday that yesterday was National Toilet Day, and today you get a hippopotamus for Christmas. So there's no other channel on YouTube that brings you that kind of thing, right? Flush away all your worries. Flush away all your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, the simple. Y'all, I got to go. I love you. I will see. Oh, hey, everybody, have a wonderful holiday weekend, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or you don't, or whatever you're going to do. I hope everybody's taking a long weekend, and it's going to be fabulous. I know mine is going to be fabulous. I will miss you all, but I will see you the coming Tuesday. And daily readings will start back on, they'll start for the beginning of the following week. So when you wake up in the morning, the little daily reading fairy will have plopped a video into YouTube, and all will be golden. And I will see you all next Tuesday. All right. In the meantime, what? Do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild.